For day 2 of our project, we're going to create a hot air balloon that's going to float over our landscape. So each of us are going to get a foam board cut out of a hot air balloon, and we're going to use a dull pencil to create designs on the surface of our foam board. Now, it's important for you to remember as you're creating your designs with your dull pencil that you really have to press down as you create those designs. So for example, if I'm creating a pattern going across here, then I would stop every once in a while and pick it up and just feel it with my fingers to make sure I can feel those patterns. You really want to make sure that you're pressing down hard enough that you can feel them with your fingers. Now, once you have your design on here and you've checked to make sure that you've pressed hard enough everywhere, then we're going to get some ink and pull a print. Now, to do that, I'm going to take out a little tray and some ink, and I'm going to open up my ink and I'm going to spread a little bit of ink onto the surface. I'm actually going to use 2 colors here. Then I'm going to use a brayer, this rolling tool, to spread the ink around and make sure it has a pretty even coating. So you want to make sure that the entire surface of the brayer is evenly coated around. Now this is what your brayer should look like when we're ready to print. Once it does, we'll move everything out of the way and set up for printing. I'm going to place my hot air balloon onto another sheet of paper and then gently roll the ink all over the surface of the hot air balloon. You should still be able to see the designs underneath that you put with your pencil. And once it's entirely coated, we're going to get a second sheet of paper, and we're going to pick up our printing plate, the hot air balloon, and gently press it down onto the other paper. And then you want to hold it still with one hand, and with your other hand, press down everywhere, just like this. Sometimes I like to double check and just do an extra time again. And then once we've really pressed down everywhere, then we can carefully pull this off to reveal our image. Then once we're done with that one, we can move it to the drying rack, and then we can do a second one as well. So we're just going to do the same thing again. Once we're finished with our second one, then we can place them both on the drying rack so that they're ready to assemble our landscape for next week.